Hi, and welcome to another VOD review. Today we're going to be looking at yet another game by Bebe. Not a particular comp, but instead an interesting leveling pattern. I was watching this game, and this game is absolutely amazing. So let's just get started. Um, it's not really about what items he slams, what champions he buys, but when he levels. If you're a competitive TFT player, you probably know that we normally level at level 6 on 3-2. No, at 3-2 to level 6. We level to 7 on 4-1 and we level to 8 on 5-1. This is very standard. One of the first things you learn when you want to climb higher. What if you get a nice win streak and you want to punish the players that are greeting these augments like Rich Get Richer and Clear Minds and Metabolic Accelerator? What if you want to punish those guys while keeping your win streak? Well, let's look at when Bebe levels here and what happens to the game. I had a video about a year ago. We were looking at Bebe playing Assassin, and he leveled very aggressively, and he got great shops out of them. And he would donkey roll pretty hard. Bless you, Bebe. The the meta right now is not very determined, but it seems like there's more people greeting stuff pretty hard with these augments, and they become pretty hard to beat. If you're playing against a Kog'Maw reroll with Trade Sector, I mean, you probably played against it already. It's pretty hard to play against. Here, important to note is that he has a 2-star Ziggs and he chooses to pre-level. We don't see this too often anymore. If you're watching the NA challengers, usually they don't pre-level anymore. They like to 2-star their 1 costs and then level and make a strong board. Here he pre-leveled. He doesn't do this always. This is not that interesting. Here he creates the strongest board he possibly can, puts Bodyguard in, puts the two stars in, it's fine, slams an item, of course, and everything is okay. Nothing too new yet. So I've hit Masters personally, and I'm trying to make the push for Grandmaster and Challenger, obviously. And I'm always trying to figure out ways to kind of min-max my game. This is not something... This leveling pattern you'll see is not something he does every single game, but I just want you to know it's possible to show you this game. So here on 2-2 he goes level 5. This is not that common, but it's also not unheard of. I actually got flamed in high elo on the EU West before for leveling to 5 on 2-2. He couldn't understand why you wouldn't just take the 10 gold and have a more consistent form of income. The reason you level on 2-2 is because with the extra units, your chances of actually win streaking are very high. Most people are still level 4 and are just putting together their comp and trying to make 10 gold, trying to get their eco started. If you go to level 5, your shops will get better, more 2 costs. And you have a higher chance to keep your win streak. If you lose that 2-1 match, you usually don't level to level 5, but you could also start your win streak now if you get a really strong board. I don't see why not. Anyway, this is not what the video is about. This is not that interesting, to be honest. I mean, some people prefer to do this. Other people like the 10 gold more. It depends game by game. So 2-3, he's the bathroom, I think. Doesn't really matter. So he keeps his win streak. Basically, because people are still level 4, see he has 10 gold, level 4. Then carousel time doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's not really about the items and the gold. Although, on that carousel, if you pick up a 3 cost, let's see what he does now. This is the interesting part of the video. You might already feel it coming, but on 2-5, he levels to 6. I have never ever seen this. Maybe in bronze elo, I've seen a person at level 6 on 2-5. But here, high challenger on the Korean server, by probably the best player of TFT, or one of the best players. He goes to level 6 on 2-5. He has 0 eco. Why, you might ask? A couple of reasons. Like I said, if you put in another guy, your chances of winning are increased massively. Also, you're beating people with your max amount of units. You'll probably have more than 4 people surviving, or champions. And so, I mean, this guy's still level 4. Playing Mercenary. You've got so many greed traits, like Yordles and Mercenary and reroll comps. They all just want to be 50 gold and keep rolling. No, it's not allowed. So he gets a nice shop here, gets a 2-star Zyra. It's fine. He's on 4 wins. Keeps picking up good units. If you lose here, your eco is shot and it's just an unlucky game. But what are the chances you get beat on this level 6 board? Pretty slim. And it's not like he's high rolling super hard or anything. I mean, most things are not 2-starred. He's just putting in some random trades. He's playing strong units. This one's pretty close. This guy's level 5, 20 gold. He also has Thrill of the Hunt. It's fine. And here we are on Krugs. 5 wins in, 11 gold. And you'll see how he can recover his eco and be at an eco level where most other players would be. And so, once again, he doesn't do this every single game, but if you're on a win streak, consider, if you can, going level 6 and 2-5 and really punishing people for greeding hard. 20 gold by selling some stuff. 30 gold. So he got 10 gold in that last round. So getting the extra gold, this interest of the win streak passes over. And right now, I think if you can choose between having a win streak and a lose streak, you'd always prefer the win streak, obviously, because you save HP and you get gold for winning, as well as getting the interest for building up a win streak. Whereas if you do a lose streak, you can only, get the interest of a loss streak, but you miss out on HP, and also you don't get 1 gold for winning. Having this 108% HP gives his chances of placing top 4. I mean, such a boon. It's so important to keep good HP. Now you might think, well, okay, sure, we'll level to 6 on 2-5. Is that it? No, that is not it. Let's keep watching how he actually plays around this win streak. That guy was 100% HP as well. He broke his win streak. Very nice. Mainly because he's 6 and that guy is 5. He has 40 gold. We have 40 gold as well now. So here we are, 3-2. Normally people would level to 6 here and roll a little bit to get a board. But he scouts around and levels to 7 on 3-2. Never have I ever seen this. So unless you have a certain augment that allows you to do this. But he has pretty standard augments. His slot-in was a Swain, I think. That's it. I mean, does nothing for the comp, but I mean, it's to keep win streak and to beat these people down, right? There's people trying to cash out on Mercenary. This guy is sitting on Rich Get Richer, level 650 level 650 HP. Let's kick his butt. Do max damage to that guy on stage 3, where you can take quite a bit of damage. You can, I mean, Bebe's not going 8th this game, even though his comp is not exactly super high roll or anything. His augments aren't incredible either. I mean, first aid kit's pretty good. Here's another thing I think more people should do, and I've learned to do more recently. If you have an eco and you have a pair of 4 costs, just slam it. It's going to save you so much HP. It's so much tempo. Slams a Shiv as well, great tempo move. Just slam these really strong items like Morello, Sunfire, Ionic Spark, Shiv, that allow you to win streak even easier. So here we are, level 7. This guy's level 7 as well. He's also win streaking. You won't find this in your own game. Okay, this is only because it's high challenger. He's being challenged for this win streak. That's why it's so close. If you do this in your own games and you're 100 HP, I mean, let's be real. If you're below diamond, you can just stay above 50 gold and you'll probably win anyway. But I'm talking about doing this with a kind of mediocre board and trying to kind of guarantee you have that win streak all the way through. And yeah, this is about it. Let's watch until the end of the video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. This is the point I wanted to get across. If you can, just try it out maybe for a game. Level at 2.5 to 6, then level at 3.2 to 7, and just put something in. It's fine. If you can win streak that board. Try this if you have a kind of mediocre... I mean, if your board is not strong enough to support your win streak, basically. If you're looking around the lobby and you're thinking, oh, this guy might beat me. Honestly, having 1 extra body around just to do damage and to tank stuff, it's really, really good. Here he gets the random 1% Yumi. I mean, exposing yourself to these percentages, even if it's just 1%, it's possible. And yeah, let's watch until the end of the game. Because his pivoting actually to a late game board is also interesting. How he does that. The thing about Bebe is that he knows matchups really well and he can constantly put in pretty random champions, but somehow they work together. I'm not sure why he puts in Warmox Yumi. I don't know if that affects his shield. I haven't read Yumi's ability in that much detail. He's also a bit of a troll, to be honest, which is why it's so interesting that he's this good. But yeah, I don't know. The guy's just cracked. What can I say? He's beating people up. Here we are, level 7, 4-2 with 63 gold, where normally you'd be, or 1-4-2, you're leveling 2-7 and you got like 30 gold. 20 gold. It's because of this win streak, because he's constantly been earning extra money off his win streak. So he goes to 8 on 4-2. And yeah, keeps beating people up. This guy's level 7, 0 gold. He's miserable. He's absolutely miserable. You find lots of people around stage 4 this period not really sure what to do. They're pivoting into 4 costs that are still 1-starred, trying to put together a comp. I say this because I've done it myself. Sometimes I struggle to pivot into a board that makes sense. If you don't have much gold to roll, you're constantly leveling up and you're just putting in extra units, you're kind of alleviating some of the pressure of that big roll down where you have to kind of fix your game and fix your comp. You're constantly losing. Oh my god. It's so much more comfortable playing from a win streak angle. And I think this can be unlocked if you quite easily. If you level to 5 on 2-2 and you win that one, then if you can level to 6, I really can't imagine you losing with a level 6 board on stage 2. I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure there's some unlucky matchup. Like if you're up against a good featherweights board or a build different board, I mean, it's possible. But you're going to lose to that anyway. Might as well get that guy's win streak broken as well and go for it. So here's the Kokma reroll. This guy hit the nut, by the way. He's not quite as punished as we would have liked. And we actually lose to this board. So yeah, that's how strong that one is. Check out my protector guide if you haven't already. It's a little outdated already. But that was when the comp really wasn't on anyone's radar. And we were still figuring it out. Anyway, it's all about Kog'Maw. Just get Cog 3 and Cassidy 3. Do not itemize your Garen. Or you don't have to. You really don't have to. So here we are, 95 HP. So he's kind of plateaued, right? His comp is not good. Let's be real. It's because of this Urgot 2 with Nico that his comp is any good and random Yumi, but it's not doing that much in challenger terms, right? So how do you pivot? How do you actually, like make sure you get the top 4, if not the first? I mean, with such a win streak, you kind of want first. He'll top 4 just based off HP. I think we can agree on that. But how do you go first from this spot? Well, that's a separate topic. It doesn't really matter with the leveling. Let's just see how he pivots into a stronger board. That might be worth watching as well. We have all the time in the world. That guy's dead. That's fine. So we're on stage 4. We're just building up eco again. The upgrades you're looking for are Mundo to Lissandra 2. But really, with this HP, we want to go 9, right? Most games, you're not really allowed to go 9. You don't have the eco, you don't have the HP. I've been baited by level 9 every now and then. But with a mediocre board and mediocre items, the way you can make a, attempt for top 4 or top 2 is by going 9 and playing legendary units. These items are really kind of eh. I guessed wrong. Is that positioning? So here we are, 5-1. He's already level 8, so he doesn't have to spend any money on that. And he keeps his eco, tries to make strongest board, but he can leverage his HP now to lose some matches here on stage 4 and go 9. This is also the stage where you take a lot more damage, so you have to be careful about this. Not sure why he's not upgraded. Okay, well, here we are. 50 gold, 5-2. That's fine. The answer basically is how do you win? How do you go top 2? How do you make a top 4 or top 2? The easiest way, probably most consistent way, is to go 9 if you can. And by applying this win streak tactic, this tempo tactic into a level 9, it makes a lot of sense to me. His win streak was broken on stage 4, maybe end of stage 3. No, I think stage 4. It's fine. We have this much HP. Just sit on that eco. Recognize that your only upgrades really are legendary units and not 4 costs, apart from Mundo. But we're not going to roll 50 gold for Mundo too. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So we're getting punished right now. Our board's not that strong. It's very mid-gamey with Morello and Shiv. It's fine. Losing by just a few units. That's the thing as well. Usually, I think late game, you don't lose by that many units if you just kind of put up a fight, if you will. You don't completely sack and you're not in the middle of a pivot with 1-star units if you just keep your 2-star units. Lots of good scouting. Here's the Kog'Maw board. Oh boy, this guy hit a pretty damn good board. So I think he has the one, the appetite one, where Kog'Maw gets stronger the more friends of his die. Yeah, that one's really good for Kog'Maw. Here we are, top 4. Nice. Even though stage 5, stage 4, not that good. Basically because of the choices he made early game. It's been a bit of a struggle since I've hit Masters on how to actually improve, figuring out the new patch. The thing I have usually is that I look at websites like Meta TFT and I see, oh, this comp is the strongest, and then I have this tendency, oh, I want to go for this strongest comp. And I think this is a bait. I mean, this man is running Braum with Mundo and Zac. Like, he's running a bodyguard bruiser comp, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But it's just the champions he's hit, and he's just put them in it, and they're working, right? Here we have a bit of a pivot. Slightly. It went a little fast, to be honest, but I think he was just breaking items with his that first augment he got. They break them apart. This is a bit of a late game execution based thing. But the point I wanted to get across that you have to go 9. Really make this win streak work for you. So yeah, try it out. If you're winning early, you have a decent board. Try to go level 5 and then level 6 on 2-5 if you can. Then level 7 on 3-2 if you can. And level 8 on, what was it, 4-2? Let me know how it goes. Let me know if this video was at all useful, if you'd like me to make more. If you think, damn, I don't want to watch Bebe games anymore, and I'd like you to watch this other TFT streamer and analyze one of their games, let me know. You know? I'm open to that. My last TFT VOD review was very well received, as in it got 10 times more views than my other videos. So I think people are interested in this kind of stuff. I mean, this guy plays 20 games a day. You can't watch all of them and know which ones are interesting based off the scoreline. You wouldn't have known that this was an interesting game based on the scoreline because his comp is kind of standard. He went first with some mutant spatulas. You'd think, oh, he just high rolled and it's fine. Here we are, top 2. I mean, Jinx 2 with the mutant spats. Just play some legendary units. Look at, I mean, this comp together, Kai'Sa and Jinx together. This is just a level 9 comp, right? Where you just stack your board with ridiculous units and they'll win. What I like is that he keeps Bodyguard and he keeps Brom Leona in the entire game, even though they don't synergize really well. I should do this more often, to be honest. Just keep Bodyguards in. They're so difficult to deal with for AD comps unless they have Last Whisper. And to be honest, most people are not paying the Last Whisper tax. Like they're not uh, actively slamming it that much. So yeah, you can probably expect that this is going to be first. I hope you found this video useful. We went through it pretty quickly at the start there, so feel free to watch the first 10 minutes again. The first 10 minutes are really the most important. This late game stuff, I mean, it's very game dependent, so don't worry too much about this. You can always improve on this game by game. The other stuff where we go away from the standard leveling pattern a little bit, that is more interesting and that is more exciting to try out. So try it out. Let me know how it goes. Selling stuff, make use of that component thing. I'm pretty bad at making use of that. I mean, my brain can hardly handle slamming the right items, let alone breaking items apart and making new combinations. I don't know. It's a skill I am developing. Oh my god, this Kog'Maw board is so strong, but the GA baby. Also keeps Lissandra for ages and ages for Scholar. You'd imagine Janna being right about now, but also Zyra, I think, is a lot better than people give her credit for. Zyra and Quinn. This utility just being in there, like Quinn on a somewhat challenger board and Zyra on a Scholar board, it's ridiculous value. These guys just immobilizing the backline with stuff like Jhin and Kog'Maw just sitting on the backline and spamming people. I think he does it specifically here because of the Kog'Maw player. That's why he's running Zyra. And good on him. First place. So, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you want me to look at different stuff, different topics. It's all fine. It's all good. 22 minutes. I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that time. Have a wonderful day. Good luck with your rank games. And yeah, see you later.